Hello everyone. This lab is about penetration testing. The tasks involves performing attacks, exploits from the attacker VM, which is nothing but a Kali VM, to the victim meta-exploitable VM. The first thing we need to do is perform an Nmap scan to see the open ports. So the output of Nmap is as shown. So it shows that the following ports are open and they can be exploitable. So first, what we're going to perform is perform, as we can see that 1524 is open and it says a meta exploitable root shell. So we're going to try to do a telnet on this port. This is nothing but the ingress backdoor which is listening on port 1524. So now we can see that we have logged in to the victim IP successfully with root permissions. So we can see that this is the victim's IP and we have logged in as root. So this is nothing but one of the system vulnerabilities. So what we can do is we can take in the password files by copying the shadow and also the password file contents into ours and trying to crack the password using John the Ripper. So I have copied the password and the shadow files to the attacker VM, and then make sure you've installed John the Ripper for password cracking. So just do a sudo unshadow the password and the shadow file and place it in crack.password.db, and then just do a John of the password.db file. So here we get the passwords for probable passwords for sys, klog, mf, msf admin, msf admin. So this is how we log into the victim IP. So the passwords has been successfully decoded in a short interval of time. The next vulnerability check would be that of a network vulnerability. So how we are going to check that is by performing SYN flood attack. So going to that attack, so it shows that we need to set the R host to our victim's IP. So once that is set, so here we can see that the R host is set to the victim's IP, and then we run an exploit. So this would flood the victim on port 80 with TCP flood attack, SYN flood attack. The next vulnerability is that of web service vulnerability. So Metasploit is deliberately vulnerable to web application which is pre-installed. So what we just need to do is just access that. We can see that we have all of these options. We can go to Teletia and toggle the security. So it goes to level 1 and level 5. So by this, we have tested the application-based vulnerability. There are a number of other exploits like the Unreal RCD IRC daemon, which runs on port 6667. So we can also use that. We set up the R host as our victim IP as usual, and then we perform the exploit. So we can see that The reverse double header has been started and the command session 1 has been opened. So we do a who am I? So it shows root. So we have successfully gotten into the victim system and we can perform all the tasks here. These are a few vulnerabilities that were exploited. So we can also try a few more of them. Based on these findings, we need to write a penetration test report for the for our system under consideration. That is nothing but our victim IP, our victim system over here. So this ends the tasks for this lab. Thank you.